Hello, brothers and sisters. God bless each and every single one of you. It's Hunter's Point here with another video. I appreciate you all who have watched my world news update from earlier this morning and for being so supportive of that. I was not 100% myself recording that. I've been dealing with some intense spiritual attacks the past 3 days or so, and it's kind of tied in with a lot of mental and emotional stuff that I've been dealing with. The enemy's trying to do everything in his power to take me off the path. It's very, very clear, and I'm not the only one. There's so many of us who are struggling right now, and I think that could have to do with how close we are to the rapture, because 2 Peter makes it very clear in chapter 3 that one of the things that we would see in the last days would be a rise in the mockers and scoffers. I will say this, I haven't seen as many negative comments per se, but there's still your fair share of mockers and scoffers really all over, whether it's YouTube or out and about or out in public. But I want to read 2 Peter 3 here, and I'll do verse 3 to verse 5. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. Right? That is the passage I want to read there. It's been a rough go these past several days, and I know I'm not alone in that. There's plenty of you guys out there who are going through attacks as well, but the enemy's really doing a number on me right now. I feel sad today, and I can't necessarily put my finger on why, but when you see nothing but negative, news, and I'm not even really talking about like negativity within the YouTube community. I'm referring specifically to news pieces. That's why I'm doing bigger world news updates, so I'm not having to do as many world news updates. Just crank it all out at once, but just seeing all the negativity and stuff, and it's like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I know that you guys watching understand what I'm saying, but the spiritual attacks have definitely ramped up. This is coming from somebody who never really experienced spiritual attacks. For those of you who don't know, I was saved back in January of 2018. And really, throughout 2018, I had never experienced any sort of spiritual attack whatsoever. 2019, I really hadn't experienced anything either. I mean, maybe an occasional bout or two in late 2019, but for some reason, it's something about 2020 that's just different from any previous year I had in the faith. I mean, I went from barely, if ever, being spiritually attacked at all to where it's like it's become a constant thing. I mean, I had to take a break late April into early May because of just constant attacks, and it's just infuriating that this is something I'm having to deal with, because this is an adjustment, like, I never had spiritual attacks. I never really had to deal with a whole lot of things mentally and emotionally. Could it have something to do with the fact that I have a ministry now and the enemy hates the fact that I'm getting the truth out there? Possibly. I would say that probably is playing a very pivotal role in it. The enemy does not want people getting saved. The enemy wants all the souls for himself, and it's my job to ensure that I point and lead as many people to Christ as I can. But it's definitely been a rough 3 to 4 days. So I think I'm going to go for a little bit. I'm looking to probably take the rest of the month off and come back with a fresh mindset on June 1st. I feel bad having to do this again, because it feels like it wasn't too long ago when I had to take that week off, but it's constant. It's just like, I don't know. It's not always easy for me to really put it into words how I'm feeling, because I'm not usually one to express my feelings, but yeah, we'll just leave it at, I'm feeling spiritually attacked, and I think I need a couple days to kind of dig into the scriptures by myself, listen to perhaps a couple really, really positive rapture teachings, some prophecy updates, but I think I need a few days to just focus on myself. I know you all are going to be praying for me, as you always do, and again, I appreciate it, and thank you guys for not making me feel bad for asking for prayer, because there's so many people out here that are going through worse things than I am, and I thank you for making me all feel like I can consult you guys for prayer. So I appreciate that. Just know I've got a bunch of names I'm going to be lifting up in prayer tonight, and if you all need prayers, please leave it in the comment section. I will be checking that. But that is kind of where I'm going to leave things. I'm going to go on, a 2 to 3 day break. The plan right now is to come back on June 1st. I'm not going to need as long of a break as that other time. Don't get me wrong, I'm feeling attacked, but I don't think I'm going to need more than just a couple days off. So that's probably where I'm going to leave it. So again, thank you guys for being positive on this morning's video, because I wasn't all there, just dealing with the things that we deal with. So I will see you in the next video, which right now I'm planning on it being June 1st, and that's, if the Lord decides to tarry his coming, of course. Otherwise, God bless, I guess. See ya. I'll talk to you guys then.